Hello and welcome to This Generation. My name's Barbara Johnson. Today we'll take you to the top of the world, to Barrow, Alaska, where we'll see how an Inupiaq community gives back to its youth and how the youth give back to its community during the long winter months. Welcome to Barrow, Alaska. This Inupiaq village lies on the edge of the Arctic Ocean and is the northernmost settlement in North America. It's home to nearly 5,000 people, and archaeological sites indicate natives living there as far back as 500 AD. During the winter months, very little sunlight can be seen. In fact, from November 18th to January 24th, the sun doesn't even rise. But that doesn't stop the people of Barrow from keeping with the holiday spirit. It is a time of celebration for the young and the old. Despite the cold temperatures and long nights, this is one village that sees to it that the youth stay active and educated. The city and community have come together to offer the youth opportunities to grow mentally, spiritually, and a chance to just have some fun. A recreation center was built in the late 70s called Piuraagvik, which means a place to run around and play.
We're a community rec center. We're here to serve the community by providing a place in the winter to come in and play basketball. We have racquetball. We also
Doug Sands has been one of the rec aides at Piuraagvik for the last 3 years. He helps to run the center and supervise the youth.
Piuraagvik is a real benefit to the community as a whole, especially the kids. You know, today it's a typical day. It's probably 15, 20 below zero. It's kind of tough to be outside for very long, so the kids can come in here and get out of the house and run around and basically meet their friends and have a good time.
We were able to take a tour of the center to check out all the great things it offers.
Right now it's family time. It's mostly kids, but there's some families here too. And typically on Sundays, people come down and take advantage of that. If you follow me down here, I'll show you the racquetball rooms. This is one of my peers, John Miller, one of our pillars in our community who also works here part-time. He's the candy man. We've got racquetball or squash, depending on how you want to do it. And I can open it up. Right now, some of the kids are inside playing, which we let them do during family time. And we have another one down here. So we have 2 racquetball courts, which is pretty good for a small community. It's kind of isolated. And then if you follow me, I'll show you. Actually, we have a weight room over there. You can only see part of it, but if you go back, we've got some free weights and then treadmills. And upstairs, we have some more areas to work out. Jeff Moppin of, what's the name of your enterprise?
Enterprise.
He provides all our refreshments for the community center. And then upstairs, we've got our martial arts, dance, and aerobic areas. This is where Miss Susan teaches dance. It's the Barrow Performing Arts Academy. She does ballet, tap, and I think modern dance too. It's pretty good. Actually, a couple of the girls have actually won at competitions in the lower 48. And then we also have an area for adults trying to stay in shape on those cold winter days. We've got treadmills and stair steppers, bikes, Nordic ski track, and it's all here for people in the community to use to stay in shape.
While Piuraagvik offers the kids many different sports to play, basketball remains the most popular.
We've got Little Dribblers, which is a youth league to try and engage as many kids as we can in the sport. We just finished with Just Ball, which is a church-based league for kids. Then, of course, we have adult leagues that run through for various parts of the year. And every Sunday night we have women's and men's full court, which is open to anybody who wants to come in. It's an adult to play. And then, of course, earlier in the day, it's family time for kids.
You pass it to the other person that's in line, and if you don't and the other person gets the ball and makes it, you're out. and you could bump each other's balls. It's called bump.
Actually, all the little just ball, all the kids had coaches, and same thing with little dribblers, and they meet and practice, and of course, they're trying to instill character and teamwork as well as just, basketball skills. Same thing with the youth hockey. We get adults to volunteer to, work as coaches. We also sponsor most of the community intramural leagues, softball in the summer. We've got hockey out in the rink, and then of course we have basketball, which is pretty much almost year-round.
Another popular activity at the center is the rock climbing wall. The wall has different stages and curves to challenge the young climbers.
You almost red point, right? You almost made it on your first try. What was?
It was hard because that purple rock, that's a circle.
Parents are always close by with a safety rope in case a climber slips. This little climber made it all the way to the top. Piuraagvik also has racquetball courts for people to utilize. The center is also a place where special groups can meet to have fun. Gigi Danner has been a leader for Zion Youth Unlimited since 1996. It's a youth group that provides kids with good role models and a chance to develop their character.
Originally, in Barrow, there's a lot of churches in Barrow, and there's a lot of churches have their own youth groups. And what we were looking for was a youth group that was non-denominational, that wasn't associated with one church, that it was open to all kids in the community. And so our youth group was meeting at the teen center. And so the city donated the teen center to us, and we met there once a week. And then every weekend we would have, just fun activities either here at Piuraagvik at the community center or at the teen center. Sometimes we would have like roller rink parties and that kind of stuff. Since they've turned the teen center into a boys and girls club, we no longer meet there. Now we meet in our own building. And
the main goal of the youth group is to build up the esteem of the kids. Its focus is to help many young people who may have a hard home life or feel unwanted.
My husband and I also run a youth foster home, a group home, and so we see a lot of these kids, and it's just pretty much bringing them in, making them feel wanted and loved and important, and the main focus is trying to build up their self-esteem.
Some days, Gigi will pastor anywhere from 8 to 10 kids, all the way up to 20 and 30 kids, teaching them morals and valuable life lessons.
Well, the main thing is having a Bible study, studying the Word of God and getting that in you. And, we like to be able to sing songs together. Other activities that we do, like in the summer, we do cleanup. We go to visit elders' homes, clean up their yards. We've gone into elders' homes and painted, their house for them. And go out in the community and just try to do things that show, that teens doing something positive and just helping out in the community wherever we can.
The group also travels to many places to study different cultures and to offer their help to those that need it.
We've taken kids to Mexico on a mission trips, help build homes, for poor and needy people. And we've done other evangelism in Hawaii and here. This last summer we went to Tanacross, and then we went up to Fairbanks too to help build a home for a YWAM base. So a lot of variety of things.
Zion Youth Unlimited often meets at Piuraagvik, where the kids can unwind and play games.
Yeah, the city is great about offering their facilities. In the past, as a nonprofit, you can come here. We hold lock-ins. We've held lock-ins here. And when we've had North Slope-wide youth conference, we brought kids in from all the villages. We were able to use this facility and their other facilities, the roller rink and the teen center, at no charge, where we've had fun and games, roller rink parties and that kind of stuff. So the city has been very supportive of youth programs here in Barrow, and the kids use it.
It's nice to see the kids come in and enjoy themselves today. It's enjoyable to see the community have a place where they can get together and do communal activities. That's always rewarding.
Well, it offers them, I think the thing that they need the most is an adult talking to them. A good role model, somebody that's interested in them. Sometimes they just feel like they're alone. The kids that We've worked a lot with kids that through the juvenile probation system, and a lot of those kids, they just need some love. That's basically what it boils down to. They just need someone to show them some interest, someone to show them love, to give them some grace and mercy when they mess up.
The center is an excellent way to provide youth with a place that's not going to leave them with kind of time on their hands where they can get into something else. Well, the city's also involved with the Boys and Girls Club here a lot. We've got people who work with the kids over there a lot, as well as the roller rink, which is another function that the city runs. We've got on the other side of town for roller skating, and it's a really good way. And some kids, you know, need a place to get out, and we provide that for them. And it's adult supervision, so it's supervised all the time, and it's a good alternative, especially in the colder months.
People like Doug and Gigi are giving the youth of Barrow a positive experience by providing them with a place where they can belong. A safe environment where fun and values can flourish in these kids.
This generation will be right back.
Live the outdoor dream with the new amphibious, all-season, all-terrain Argo 8x8 Avenger for up to 6 passengers. The new all-wheel drive Argo 8x8 Avenger features 25% more power, new steering system, 25% more ground clearance, more legroom, extra padded seating, more capacity, and a lot more. Explore the possibilities and arrange for a free test drive at your local Argo dealer.
Each week, Heartbeat Alaska brings you great stories from all over the state. And we couldn't do it without the generous support of Frontier Flying Service. Frontier gets our camera crews where they need to go. So whenever you see a Frontier plane, give them a wave.
Say hi from Nutsat.
You might just be on Heartbeat Alaska.
Frontier Flying Service, covering Alaska for over 50 years.
Your Alaska State Troopers remind you that if you're transporting alcohol by common carrier into an area that restricts the sale of alcohol, you must clearly label the package with the words alcoholic beverages and attach an itemized list. Failure to do so is called bootlegging, and it's against the law. Anyone with information on bootlegging is asked to call the Alaska State Troopers. Rewards of up to $600 are paid for successful tips. Let's all work together to stop bootlegging in Alaska.
In the 1890s, pioneers carved a railway through the rugged mountains between Skagway and the Klondike. More than a century later, the White Pass and Yukon route still makes this legendary run. Along the way, life has gotten better for folks working on the railroad, thanks in part to Primera Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska, a health plan that's offered smart choices and quality coverage to the people of Alaska since before it was a state. Primera Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alaska. We're here. We're with you.
In rural Alaska, we depend upon the rivers and the land for our subsistence. We depend upon our past to guide us into the future. We depend on toyo stove to keep our families warm. They're very efficient over the old type oil stoves that we used to have before.
Rural Energy Enterprises offers a wide variety of heating solutions for your home, like the Toyo Stove Laser 73 and Godan Boreal.
It's so efficient and it keeps our house, nice and cozy. You don't need no electricity, and you can also cook on it. You can pull the top up and then you can cook on it. And the burner is designed so that it's more efficient than the old type coil burners. They're priced well. You save money on heating fuel. It's a big plus in our village.
Rural Energy Enterprises, helping Alaskans save energy since 1987.
Another hotspot during the cold month of December is the hockey rink located right next to the Piuraagvik Center. Here, many of the village youth can join teams and play other villages across the state. Della Bona is the president of the Barrow Hockey and Curling Association.
1995, we started the Barrow Hockey Association. We used to play at an outdoor rink next to the fire station in the Briarville side of Barrow, which was pretty cold. We used to clear the ice off with a piece of plywood and brooms, and then for water, we'd just go to the fire station and put water on the rink. In 1998, we got a grant from the borough to build this tent, and we bought a Zamboni. So we've been in this rink since '98. This is just a dirt floor rink. We play football in here in the summertime.
People ranging from 5 years old all the way to 60 come here to play.
We have a youth league, either squirts or mites. We kind of combine them just because we don't have the ability to train the mites and also work with the younger players at the same time. Then we also have the peewees, which are 10 to 12-year-olds. The squirts and the mites are the younger kids, age 10. We haven't really had any bantam leagues, which is 13, 14-year-olds. We've always brought those up to our midget league, which is our under 17. But we've had a midget team for 4 or 5 years. Last season we did our best. We traveled out. Our peewees and squirts traveled out last year and played 16 games, and we were 8-8. Our midget teams didn't fare out so well. We went down and played a tournament in Anchorage, and we were overwhelmed by their ability. So they're much bigger, stronger, faster. But we tried.
Today was the first day back on the ice after a long break. The rink can get pretty cold, so the players often head out to the warming shack. But then it's back to the ice for more fun. The rink is just another way that people of Barrow give to their youth. But Barrow is also a village where the youth can give back. At the Fred Ippolick Elementary School, the 20th annual Christmas Craft Fair was getting underway. The fair benefits the Christmas Food Basket Program, and the young people of Barrow were there to help. Karen Burnell has been a volunteer for 20 years and helped organize the event.
What we do with this event is we sell tables to crafters. They have to be handcrafted items or baked goods, anything that's done with the hands. We sell tables to the crafters, and the proceeds go towards the food baskets for needy families. This year, the Rotary Club has graciously offered to put the food baskets together and distribute them to the needy families right before Christmas. And we've been doing this for 20 years. It all started 20 years ago when we were trying to raise some pool equipment for the school. And now it's become a public service. And all the people involved are volunteers. The types of crafts that are here are, there's ivory carvings. There's a lot of baleen work. There's some gorgeous baleen boats out there. And there's a lot of food items, holiday breads, cookies, and regular food items that people are here selling. There's everything from sealskin vests to Eskimo ice cream.
For entertainment, students from Barrow High School volunteered to play Christmas music during the craft fair.
Well, we've got the band, and of course they're volunteering their time this morning to be here. We've got a couple of young ladies that are actually graduates now of this of the Barrow schools that are here helping people to get to their tables. The Logos Youth Group graciously offered to come and do coffee and soda and tea because the crafters would like that here. So they got their last minute notice this morning and they're working on it.
Ronnie Stanford is the band director and teaches instrumental music at both Barrow High School and Hobson Middle School.
Every first Saturday, every year in December, They have a great arts and crafts sale here. Lots of vendors from all over Alaska, but mainly here on the North Slope. Come and they invite us every year to play some music. So we've got 65 members in our band, obviously not enough room for everybody. So we take a volunteer group that wants to come out and perform. So we had 10 kids this morning that came out, performed for the audience as they were milling around and buying things and looking for Christmas gifts. And so we're playing some background music for them.
We have band class 4 days a week, and we have one day after school where we have like hour, 45-minute sectionals where just the brass section plays. And sometimes I'll go practice on my own and bring my instrument home and practice.
Music class, it gives us leadership skills and just to be more outgoing. I know, like, music has a lot to do with, like, my life. Without music, I probably wouldn't be in school as much or any of that. But
well, being a part of a group in a band, everybody is required to put their part into it. You don't have your best 5 or your best 11 out there. You've got everybody performing together. So, you know, when people say you're no better than your weakest link, that's very true as far as being in a band. Because whoever is your worst player is going to be on stage playing right along with the best player. So that's a very important aspect. But as far as an educational thing, all the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, we teach math, we teach history, we're teaching foreign languages, in addition to all of the other disciplines that go into learning. They've got an instrument in their hand, so as soon as they have music, they're learning to read it. So they've got that development that's going on, plus they've got the motor skills that they're learning with their hands, listening to the people around them, being aware. So there's just so many things that go into playing in band, and they become better individuals. There's lots of tests and studies out there that show that students that have played in music in some capacity become a little bit more developed and do a little bit better as far as tests go. Especially testing going into college entrance exams.
I don't really get nervous anymore. I think maybe the first concert in 6th grade I might have been a little nervous, but I'm kind of used to it now because we perform like a lot throughout the year, like at the basketball games and various concerts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much used to it. I don't really get nervous.
our band is an award-winning band nationally wise. We've been to San Francisco, we've taken 2nd place there. And last year we went to Orlando, Florida, got 1st place. We got the gold medal and the judges award. So we have a great band director. He makes sure all of us practice, have got our music down. We play, 4 days a week, about an hour each day.
It's given me something to do and to keep me focused, and I learned a lot about how hard it is to fundraise, because we have to fundraise for our band trip every year. It kind of gave me discipline, I guess you could say.
Personal satisfaction, it's probably the #1 thing for me. There are other things that I've done in my lives. I do things in the summer different than teaching school, but there's nothing like teaching kids during the week and then putting them on the stage in front of everybody and seeing how they do. And it's a great reward when they play well. And we've been very fortunate here. The students, they work very hard and they've performed exceptionally well.
After the performance, the band heads out for pizza. These students have taken a skill they've learned and have used it to give back to the community. In Barrow, the elders and the youth have learned to benefit each other, making the dark days a little brighter. Thank you for watching This Generation. My name is Barbara Johnson. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
To purchase a VHS copy of this program, have your credit card number ready and call area code 907-563-7440 or mail $20 check or money order to Jeannie Green Productions, 6216 Old Seward Highway, Anchorage, Alaska 99518. Ask for the program number listed below.
Where are you? I can't see you. Are you all posted? Hey. Hello. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Where are you? Hi. Hi. Move it. Hi.